as the feds deal with fallout from the first train derailment.
This derailment, as all derailments, will be fully investigated.
Word this morning that it's happened again. Bikers motoring to Florida.
The food, the people, the bikes, just atmosphere, just all of it.
For a different kind of spring break. Asian culture on display. In Miami-Dade. And in Broward, a blast from the past. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Samantha Gutierrez.
I'm Kelly Sanchez. Today is Monday, March 6, 2023.
Live from the FIU Lee Kaplan School of Journalism and Media, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
Breaking overnight, police officers under attack. A camera is rolling as people dressed all in black are seen hurling fireworks at them. The officers were at the site of a new police training facility in Atlanta.
During the peak of struggles between officers and the masked attackers, police equipment can be seen burning. Protesters had demonstrated there earlier in the day. They reportedly tossed rocks as they moved closer to the location, which they call Cop City. Afterwards, police made 35 arrests.
A group of individuals that had previously been attending an event not too far from the new site of the Public Safety Training Center left that location and moved toward the training center site, armed with fireworks, rocks, Molotov cocktails, and other device, and launched a coordinated criminal attack against officers that were at that location.
Opponents say the construction on the 85 acres of wooded land is bad for the environment and say the training facility will further militarize policing. The training facility has sparked protests in Atlanta for months.
President Biden is back at the White House this morning after recognizing the anniversary of Bloody Sunday. Yesterday was the 58th anniversary of the brutal police attack on black protesters over their right to vote in Selma, Alabama. President Biden remarked that he was involved in the civil rights movement during his speech, but that claim has yet to be proven. However, this is not the first time that Biden has claimed to have participated in a civil rights movement. He has also claimed to have participated in sit-in protests for desegregation, but there is also no evidence that he did.
A library was vandalized in California over Governor Ron DeSantis' visit. Governor Ron DeSantis spoke yesterday at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library hours before someone spray painted a sign in the library saying Ron de fascist. Authorities are still searching for the vandal. It is widely speculated that DeSantis will run for president next election against former President Donald Trump for the Republican nomination.
Organizers of a family-friendly drag show in Florida have relocated after legal concerns. The Rose Dynasty Foundation has held a pageant featuring drag queens for many years. It was originally going to be held at the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center Saturday night, but it was recently forced to move. After failing to get clarification from the state on a proposed state bill restricting drag shows, the Rose Dynasty resorted to booking another venue.
The troubled railroad company currently dealing with the aftermath of a big derailment is facing a second such crisis this morning. As CNN's Isabel Rosales reports, there's no evidence of hazardous material found.
This derailment, as all derailments, will be fully investigated and the findings will be turned over.
Dramatic video showing the moments a Norfolk Southern train derailed in Clark County, Ohio, Saturday. The crash prompted a temporary shelter-in-place order for those living 1,000 feet from the derailment. No injuries were reported.
There was like a loud slam noise, and that's when I started noticing all the debris and all the gravel.
20 of the 212 cars derailed, with 4 tankers containing non-hazardous materials, according to Springfield Township Fire Chief Dave Mangle. Crews from Norfolk Southern, the EPA, and a Clark County hazmat team examined the crash site Saturday night.
4 tankers identified with non-hazardous materials. 2 tankers contained residual amounts of diesel exhaust fluid, and the other 2 tankers contained residual amounts of polyacrylamide water solution.
Officials determined the derailment was not in an area with a protected water source and did not pose a risk to the public water system or private wells. Meanwhile, Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown says while other state officials seem to be pretty satisfied with the company's response, he is not.
I'm not entirely satisfied because I want to know there are some sort of remnants of something that might have been in those cars. Those cars were mostly empty, but I want to know if there are any contaminants sort of left in those mostly empty cars.
The latest derailment in Ohio comes as crews are still working to clear the toxic wreck of another Norfolk Southern train in East Palestine, more than 200 miles away. I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
The California Department of Transportation removed 1.6 million gallons of snow in the Twin Peaks over the weekend. Back-to-back winter storms have hit towns in Southern California, causing massive amounts of snow to blanket parts of the Golden State. Some residents have been snowed in at their homes for more than a week and are now running low on food and other necessities. According to the National Weather Service, the Sierra Nevada mountain range may receive an extra 3 feet of snow. By Tuesday, this comes after some areas have already experienced more than 30 inches of snowfall in a 24-hour period.
Throughout the whole month of March, the weekends are for the villains and heroes of the Renaissance Festival. Julia Tesares has more for us at one of the many events at Deerfield Beach.
The Renaissance Festival returns to Quiet Waters Park for its 31st year, and festival goers are telling us that it's busier than ever.
A valiant hero charged with the protection of the kingdom, or a nefarious villain with an agenda of their own, only you can decide whom to support in this weekend of factions. Whether you cosplay your favorite character in full garb, or throw on a cowboy hat and some boots, it's always more fun when you dress the part.
My name is Kofi. Hello, I'm the fool. My name is I harass people. I cannot stand That's it. Oh, why would I have to make people laugh? I only tell the truth.
And several different locations, including TY5. We are here at Quiet Waters, where Tim and Dale has been ever since.
As you can tell behind me, the people tell no lies. This festival has been busier than ever, and we hope you'll join us next year for its 32nd year. I'm Julia Tesares for the South Florida Media Network.
A fun-filled family event was hosted in Tropical Park to celebrate Asian culture, bringing a variety of arts, music, and delicious food. The network's Lauren Wirtz has more on the story.
The Asian Cultural Festival offers a virtual day trip to Asia. Festival goers will enjoy arts, crafts, entertainment, plants, and exotic cuisine.
So the Asian Festival is in the heart of Miami-Dade County in District 10, which is the district I have the pleasure of representing. I mean, we have great food, great music, great singing, and just the environment is great for families of all sizes and ages. I think this type of festival brings to Miami-Dade County the idea that we are truly a united community.
A Buddhist exhibition was also held here to offer blessings by monks.
We're here to represent the temple, the Buddhism, and to spread some loving kindness energy to the community. Well, I hope to bring more peace and joy, and like I said, we're here for blessings. So we have monks coming here to give blessing and to tie some threads here for good luck and for protection.
In addition to promoting Asian culture and cuisine, some local vendors were here to raise relief funds to those affected by the earthquake in Turkish regions.
The community can take a different flavors, and the flavor of this dessert is awesome. It's delicious, and the thing is that it makes you happy, because it's sweet, it's good, and you try something different. This is a dessert from Turkey. We donate all the sales for the victims of the earthquake.
The Asian Festival promotes the importance of cultural diversity in building a vibrant, prosperous, and healthy community. For South Florida Media Network, I'm Lauren Wirtz.
Time for a change for future visitors to the moon.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
The food, the people, the bikes, just atmosphere, just all of it.
Daytona Beach bracing for Bike Week. It's an annual tradition that motors through this week. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
How prepared is your family if a tornado shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a hurricane? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes. Make a plan today.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
I help our fellows design their paths as creative entrepreneurs. My experiences serving startups, creative businesses, and cultural organizations, and my journey as a queer mixed immigrant with Haitian and Arabic roots, inform the co-creative environment we foster at Radcliffe. We leverage our collective diversity to encourage the building of lifelong personal learning networks and mindsets that stimulate continuous innovation.
Bikers flocking to Florida for an annual tradition. As Bike Week ramps up this morning, many enthusiasts continue to attend while local police make an effort to keep the streets safe from visitors and residents.
This spectacle is responsible for the influx of 500,000 visitors to Daytona Beach in 10 days and an increase in accidents and road rage. Police say they will remain hands-off as long as everyone follows the rules.
The goal is to really light up that neighborhood up there and to have additional units on bicycles and just an increase in overall patrol.
Daytona Beach Police has brought in 60 uniformed officers as well as undercover ones as a precaution.
The hour on your clock depends on your time zone. But what if you're not on Earth? Space agencies express this issue since timing is crucial when it comes to navigation. Now, European Space Agency is trying to give the moon its own time zone. This international effort will launch over a dozen missions this upcoming decade. You're watching South Florida Media Network. We'll be right back.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
CWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Kelly Sanchez.
I'm Samantha Gutierrez. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.